Good morning, dear students. A special announcement for you. A series is going to be uploaded in this channel for UG model syllabus, covering everything. I hope this effort of mine brings some extra push to your preparation. So let's have a look on the entire syllabi of first sem to sixth sem. UG model syllabus. Here you can see core paper 1, that is British poetry and drama, 14th to 17th century. In this core paper, we have to discuss the age of Chaucer and age of Shakespeare. And main important topics are the Pardonance Tale by Geoffrey Chaucer, here the Macbeth by Shakespeare, and some poems. In core paper 2, that is British poetry and drama, 17th and 18th century. Here you can see in unit 1 the historical overview, that is period of English Revolution, the Jacobean period, the metaphysical poetry, the cavalry poetry, comedy of humors. And in 18th century the Puritanism, Restoration, Neoclassicism are important. Here the uh, Ben Jonson Volpone. In unit 4 you can have All for Love by Dryden. Then core paper 3, that is British prose 18th century. Here you can in historical overview get Restoration, Glorious Revolution, Neoclassicism and Enlightenment. And major works in this paper are Mary Wollstonecraft, A Vindication of Rights of Women, some essays by Joseph Addison and Samuel Johnson. In core paper 4, that is Indian writing in English, here you can got the historical overview how English literature became a part of Indian education system. In unit 2 you can have some poems, that is Sarojini Naidu, The Bengal Sellers, Obituary by A.K. Ramanujam, Jayant Mahapatra Grandfather, Nisim Ezekiel, Knight of Scorpion, The Guide by R.K. Narayan, and Final Solution by Mahesh Dattani. In core paper 5, that is British Romantic Literature, here you can got the historical overview how Romanticism start. In poetry you can have Elegy written in Country Churchyard by Thomas Gray, A Pageantry and Chimney Sweeper by William Blake. Major poets in this section are William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, John Keats, P.B. Shelley and their work. And unit 4 you can have the preface to second edition of lyrical ballads. In core paper 6, that is British literature 19th century, here you can have the historical overview on industrialization, impact of industrialization. And in poetry you can have Tennyson, Break, 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 Robert Browning, My Last Duchess, and a criticism work by Matthew Arnold, The Study of Poetry. Here you can have the important work of Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice, and a social criticism by Charles Dickens, Hard Times. In core paper 7, that is British literature early 20th century, in historical overview you can get the impact of World War. In poetry, you can have a love song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot, Second Coming by Yeats, Strange Meeting, Wilfred Owen, Suicide in the Trenches by Siegfried Sassoon, and a criticism work by T.S. Eliot, Tradition and the Individual Talent. In Unit 3, you can have Virginia Woolf, Mrs. Dalloway. Unit 4, you can have Riders to the Sea by Jim J. M. Singe. In core paper 8, that is American literature. Uh, in Unit 1, you can get the history of American literature. Unit 2, you can have the poetry. It is the poetry section, and important poets in this section are Walt Whitman, Robert Frost, Emily Dickinson, Maya Angelou. In Unit 3, you can have Arthur Miller, important work, The Death of a Salesman, and Unit 4, A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway. In core paper 9, that is European classical literature, here you can get Odyssey by Homer, a tragedy by Sophocles, that is Oedipus the King, and a criticism work by Aristotle, the Poetics. And that is chapter 6, 7, and 8 of Poetics. In core paper 10, that is based on Oman's writing, here you can have Virginia Woolf, A Room of One's Own, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre, and in poetry section, an introduction, The Sunshine Cat by Kamala Das, Mirror and Barren Woman by Sylvia Plath, Yuns D'Souza, Woman in Dutch Painting, Remember Medusa, Santa Acharya, Homecoming, and Stringara. And uh, in Unit 4, you can have The Distant Window by Asapurna Devi. In core paper 11, that is based on modern European drama. Here you can have Henry Gibson, Ghost, Eugene Ionesco, Chair, and Life of Galileo by Bertolt Brecht. In core paper 12, based on Indian classical literature, you can have Unit 2 Sanskrit drama Abhigyana Sakuntalam Kalidas, Unit 3 Sanskrit drama Mrij Katika by Sudrak, Unit 4 Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni. In core paper 13, that is based on post-colonial literature, you can have Rajarao Kanthapura, Jean Rhys, White Sargasso Sea, Atal Fugard, Blood Knot. In unit core paper 14, that is based on popular literature, you can have Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll, The Hound of Baskervilles, Arthur Conan Doyle, and 5 Point Someone, a campus fiction by Chetan Bhagat. These topics are going to be covered in this YouTube channel. I hope this will beneficial for you, and see you in next video. Thank you.